What's up, yo? It's your boys at 15-minute battles, 15-second battles.
15-second battles, man. Man, don't listen to him, man. 15-second battles, man. In case you ain't noticed, man, we started this new 15-second battle league online. We've already dropped the battle recently. And tonight we actually went to the Rookies versus Vets event in New York City.
Yes.
Drove all the way down from the DMV. We just had to make this happen. Classic night. We're going to give you our recap. Just to let you all know, for some of you who are watching, we will be spinning some of the bars. So if you don't want us to spoil the battle for you, then I suggest you just stop watching the video.
Yeah, cut it off right now.
Yeah, just cut it off. And just a few shout outs. Shout out to Smack and URLtv, Beasley, Street Star Norbs, Chico, and also Harold, one of the sponsors. The event went pretty smoothly. You know, the only pros and cons is that we waited outside for about like an hour and 30 minutes. It was like around 1 o'clock. We didn't get until 2. But the good thing is we were still able to get in. They were still able to accommodate us. You know, even though they were over capacity, they were still able to accommodate us and still get us into the event. So I really appreciate that. Another thing, the battles did run smoothly. They made every battle. These battles were back to back, back to back. There was probably maybe like a 20 or maybe 30-minute intermission between maybe 1 or 2 battles. But we're going to break down some of these battles. Battle from battle. Special categories. Performance of the night. Line of the night. Most disappointing.
Yep. But first, what we're going to do is we're just going to go through each battle. Let you guys know who won. Give our opinions. I got my opinion. He's got his own opinion. I'm pretty sure we about the same with our opinions of who won and everything. But yeah, first battle of the night.
John Don versus Prep.
Yes.
I'll let you take this one. I'll let you go first.
So, in my personal opinion,
we're going to do round by round.
Okay, Prep got the first round, in my opinion, because John came out. John, when he spit, it felt like the crowd, like it was the very first battle. Everybody just got in there. Everybody just started getting their drinks in them. They like, okay, feeling good. They started saying, oh, in this nigga's first round, and he wasn't even saying nothing that crazy. But, like, at the very start of his first round. But, yeah, after that, it went pretty smoothly. I just feel like Prep had more shit. Like, Prep was coming at John from the first bar. Like, the first bar that Prep spit made the house go crazy. Like,
man.
And I feel like Prep got the first 2 rounds, in my personal opinion, and John got the second one. The second round is the debatable round, in case y'all wondering. The second round's kind of a toss-up. I just feel like Prep had more hard-hitting punches. John, he came with the typical John shit, you know, where it's like kind of the same flow, a little bit predictable. I don't know, but yeah, that's my take on it. John got the third round though. Prep was alright in the third.
To be honest with you, I gave John Don in the building. I'm not going to even watch these battles on camera because I've already made my decision. I've been making these mistakes in the past with these past events I've been to. I'm just going to stick to what I see live because I was close enough to hear and observe and just to see, you know, I was just really observant for the whole entire event. So I actually feel that John Don won the first round. John Don the first round was kind of light. Like the first minute and 45 seconds of his first round was so light. He may got like a few oohs and ahs. But towards the end of his round, he was taking some crazy shots at New Nails. Yeah. Oh my God. The shots he took at New Nails, man, shook the building.
He said she fucked everybody.
That man, John Don killed. He said, I heard New Nails fuck Goods. I heard you fuck Rain. And he said she the URL princess. So if she's managing you, how you know what she can do for you? And you don't know what she do for Smack. I said, oh my God.
Yeah, when she said that, the look on New Nail's face
like
was
like it's certain parts of the video, it's certain parts of the it's certain parts you're not gonna be able to see. But you know, New Nails took that like a champ. Like everybody was taking crazy shots at New Nails, even Shotgun should. But we're gonna get into that a little later on.
Yeah,
we're gonna definitely get into that. But it's like New Nails was just like shaking her head, like, come on, man, like
yeah, like you know that look. when you like go to your school with your homeboys and you know that you just smashed or whatever, and you all just met at a party or whatever, and you still in school or whatever, then you see the girl that you smashed, and you start talking to your homeboys, you see her face, the face that she make when she look at you, that's the face Nunu Nails had on stage. Guilt.
Round 2. So I gave John down the first round. Round 2, John came out with the kid and play line in the beginning. I thought that was okay. It wasn't that crazy, but I thought it was pretty decent. Prep had a few schemes. He actually had an Exorcist bar that was pretty fire, and he had a few other schemes in the second round. This second round was actually pretty close. You know, I would actually have to say it might be debatable, but if I had to pick a winner like right here, right now, it would probably be Prep. I actually felt Prep did a little bit more in that second round. So in my opinion, I'm going to this battle 1-1 going to the third. John third round was pretty light, you know, and then you know he took another shot at Nunu Nails again. And I was like, all right, man, you already killed it the first round. I didn't feel like John really gave me too much in the third. Prep gave me just maybe a little bit more as far as bar wise, and maybe a little bit of performance. But you know, I'm gonna give this to Prep 2-1. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if someone said John Dunn won the first and won the third. You know, I wouldn't be mad at that. I mean, the first and second.
Yeah, each round is honestly debatable. Like, when I really think about it, like each round they spit very similar. I just feel like Prep edged him. In my personal opinion, Prep edged him the first two rounds.
Don't get me wrong. Prep had some shit in that first round. Like
yeah.
John first round. Now let me say this. Now this is just a preference. This is my personal opinion. Some people might not agree with my opinion, but the only reason I give it to John Don because, you know, it's that, you know, I like the fact that a nigga could take a shot at someone who's actually there, and to see the reaction on their face when the person takes that shot. Like when he was coming at Nunu Nails, I was like, damn. Like I'm looking at her face, like it must be true.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it must be true. And she's just like, yo, like, can you stop?
Yeah, like
she was like asking that nigga to stop. Like during the intermission, she was like, yo, nigga, like stop. You doing too much.
Told you, it's that look of guilt, man.
And you know, I mean, it's more like the personal aspect. You know, it's like, you know, that's his manager, and he took that shot, and you know, he flipped it and said, you know, she's URL's princess. How you know what she can do for you, and you know what she does for Smack. But it was a good battle. I mean, it was, you know, first of all, shout out to John Don. I was actually following him on Twitter as he was at the event. He actually is going to California. He actually went to California to battle Cali Smooth.
He's probably battling right now.
Yeah, he's probably battling right now.
He's battling. Yeah, it's like what time is it now? It's 12:15. Yeah. It's 9 o'clock on the East Coast or the West Coast.
So most likely he's battling Cali Smooth. So shout out to John Don for taking 2 battles in one night. And, you know, I love his commitment and the fact that he did a URL event. He's about to go West Coast and, you know, handle Cali Smooth. So, you know, shout out to him. I'm just glad he came out. You know, he performed. You know, the same typical John. You know, you get your few name flips, you get your bars, and then you know you get your performance. So he definitely, you know, I felt that I got my money's worth. Now,
in my personal opinion, I felt like John was focusing on not choking. Like that's all he was worried about. Like he just wanted to get his bars off. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't really like he was really coming at Prep. Like I'm trying to kill you with these bars. It was more like I'm getting through this shit. And that might be because he had 2 battles in one day. I don't know. Or that might be because he just thought his bars would be enough to just beat Prep off who he is. But I don't know. But anyway, we'll get the next battle.
Second battle of the night. I'm not going to really get into this too much.
Snow
Real Deal.
Yeah, Snow and Real Deal.
Snow versus Real Deal. Okay, this was the body of the night. This was a massacre.
Death.
I mean, Averb, and all those veterans said, you know, that New York crowd is ruthless. And you know, it's not just a New York crowd. It was actually a little mix of everything. I met this one guy. He was from Germany. I met another guy from Ohio. I met a girl from Florida. That same night. So the crowd is actually mixed. It's not all New York, but that's I'm just gonna say that Smack crowd is ruthless. And Snow couldn't even spit his bars. No.
You're so right. You're so right though.
I mean, I'm right though. I mean, they booed him every round. And then it came to a point where Smack had to, like you probably won't see this in the footage, like Smack had to actually walk behind Snow to everybody to calm down. He walked right back in his spot. Then he tells everyone to calm it down. Then you see Smack facial expressions. He mad, like, damn, like, we just paid this nigga. He can't get his bars off because the fans don't like his shit. Real deal. I'm not going to get into this too much. It was 3-0.
Yeah.
It was 3-0.
If this drops, which it might not, I have a feeling that this is a battle that can't get vaulted, and they'll just put Real Deal on another card against somebody that'll show up.
I gotta be honest. Real Deal showed me. Well, first of all,
Real Deal showed me that he can hang with some URL niggas. Like if he wasn't battling Snoke, he still would have did alright tonight.
I mean, Real Deal. You know, a lot of niggas don't know this, but Real Deal actually has more battles than most of the guys that's on the card. Real Deal is an actual vet. He's an actual vet, and he's battled in every era.
Yeah, there's a reason that he's on the card.
Yeah, he's battled in every era. He even had a classic with B Magic. Not too many people can say they had classics with B Magic. But the whole point of the matter is, he walked in there and he just destroyed Snow. Like, Snow...
From the jump, Snow went first. Snow went first in the first round, and he got his round off, and he got a few oohs and ahs. He got probably 3 oohs, and... probably toward the end, like right at the end of his round, he ended it like terribly. So like I just remember I forgot what he said, but he said something stupid.
Man, look, let me tell you something.
And then Real Deal just destroyed his life in the first round. Like Real Deal with his first bars destroyed that nigga. Like he talked, man. He said we're 2 different types of white. He said that, man. I was like, wow. He took so many angles. He took an angle every round.
And let me just piggyback off what he just said. He basically said, Real Deal said we 2 different whites. Snow had schemed in the second round, basically saying that, you know, you're a school teacher, you know, how he gets good grades. I mean, how he's a good father, he's a good parent. Real Deal just basically flipped that back and said, well, I may be a good father, but you, like he said, you got a gun so big that you pulled a gun on your girlfriend.
Yeah, in the UFF, in the UFF battle, you pulled your gun on the girl to see your kids or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, so if you're gonna do that, like that's being an awful parent. And now and then he's like talking about like his kids when he grow, like Snow's kids when they grow up,
they want to disown them.
Yeah.
And he's not gonna be there to support them, and you know his girlfriend's gonna move on. It's crazy. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you the line that ruined Snow's life. The line that he said that I can go in your neighborhood and run shit. His entourage, you might not see it on the footage, but his entourage was like, nah, nigga, no, you can't. He said, I have great credit and I can buy all the property on your block. Shook the whole building.
Shut it down. Like that bar was like, damn, like that is some real shit. He said, I got good enough credit, I could buy your whole block, nigga. Like that is crazy.
Like he said, I can buy every single home on your neighborhood. Like I didn't even see that coming. Like that was just that shit was crazy.
Yeah, like when you really think about it, he could do that shit. Like he could go to.
Well, we don't know that, but you know, it's the fact that he said that.
Yeah. Like
I mean, it's like you gotta think outside the box. It was just one of those things. Was like, dang, that shit caught me off guard.
Yo, he said this is Snow. This is another bar that he said. He said when Smack said that he was gonna drop a trailer, Snow asked, was it double wide? Saying he's trailer trash. You know, like that. Like he killed this dude, man. Like he has so many bars. Like he didn't even have that many snow flips that I can remember, but he had a lot of bars.
All right, man, we're gonna move forward. Like that was the kill of the night. Yeah. Real deal. Salute to you. Like you a vet. We never doubted you.
Yeah. So right now we got it 1-1. One for the vets, one for the rookies.
No. Yeah. Next battle was
the DNA battle next?
No, it was K-Shine and Wavy.
Yeah, K-Shine and Wavy. Okay.
Oh.
This battle was wild, yo. Like,
whoa.
Like, okay, so K-Shine.
No. Wait a minute.
No.
Yeah, it was K-Shine and Wavy.
Yeah, K-Shine and Wavy, yeah.
Oh my fucking God. First of all, shout out to Wavy for showing up against K-Shine, because K-Shine is a fucking rabid pit bull times 175. And not too many niggas can stand in front of K-Shine and say it's survival. Like,
Yeah.
ask Shotgun Suge,
But
ask DNA.
Yeah, but like here's the deal. Here's the deal. He went first, not K-Shine. Wavy went first, and this nigga.
Yeah, go round for round. Go round for round.
All right, so the first round, Wavy was that nigga was on another level. Like everybody know it take Wavy a good like 20, 30 seconds to really get into his killer shit, and this nigga, oh man, he tore K-Shine's head off. Like he was barking in K-Shine's ear. Like that nigga, like people don't understand. Wavy's like in my opinion, way taller than K-Shine. Like by like a few inches. Like so he was like all up in his shit, like looking down on K-Shine, like just barking at his ear. K-Shine was taking it though like a vet, you know. But that nigga said some shit. He said I forgot the setup for it, but he said I got a shotgun. That nigga he had some crazy performance. He said I got a shotgun in my pants. Make me walk funny. I'm like a zombie with it. And he was like walking with that shit.
That shit right there.
Shut the building down.
Shut the whole fucking building.
Shut the building down, man. That nigga,
that might be the bar of the night.
Yeah. In my opinion, that was my favorite bar of the whole night.
It's top 3. Like we ain't getting to the Suge and we ain't getting to the Suge and the Saga shit yet.
Yeah.
But that was definitely top 3, one of the best bars of the night.
Yeah. That shit was wild. Like his performance with it was crazy. Like he had so much stage control and crowd control that, in my opinion, the other rookies, except for a couple of them, didn't really have. Like they didn't have that stage presence where they just owned the stage.
I'm sorry, pardon me, y'all. Pardon for the URL fans. Not bar of the night, but maybe one of the craziest lines that night, because Wavy's performance was, I gotta be honest, this is coming from someone who's really I'm really picky when it comes to certain battles, and I like to critique a lot of things. But watching this battle live, I would have to say Wavy was definitely A1. Like he was on top of his game. Now I'm going to give my opinion how the battle was, the outcome, but Wavy definitely showed up. Wavy definitely showed me tonight that doesn't matter who you put in front of him, he's going to show up regardless. and it's just, and you know what, there was a time limit issue as well. You guys might not, once again, you might not see this in the footage, you know, but there was a time limit issue. Like Wavy, I think Wavy was rapping for like 3 minutes and 30 seconds, but he wanted to go over. So Shine let him go for the first round, maybe a little bit over. Then Smack called time. I don't know what the time limit was. I don't know if it was 3 minutes.
It was set for 2 minutes. Each battle was 2 minutes.
Nah, that's impossible.
Yeah, each battle was 3 rounds, 2 minutes.
That's impossible because
no, it's not. They all rap longer than that.
Man, the Saga rap for 5 minutes.
I know. But yeah, that was the time limit. Like I'm pretty sure, if I'm wrong, correct me. But that's what I heard. I know for a fact Charlie's was, because they was rapping about it.
All right, Chris, give me your final recap.
Yeah, and so Wavy, his first 2 rounds was wild. That nigga, he was on some other shit. So I got him winning the first 2 rounds. K-Shine in the third. After Wavy had a short third. Like it seemed like they went by the time limit in the third, at least Wavy's side. So like they were like, that was the plan going into the third, was to both like make each person only go for how long they're supposed to, cut him off, because they cut Wavy off after he said something hot and he was gonna keep going, but Smack cut him off. So I don't know how that's gonna look on the footage, but it shouldn't look too bad. But Wavy had a nice third.
It's gonna be a lot of editing in these videos.
Yeah, a lot.
Just to let some of you. So for some of you guys who want to make the event, you know what? I've been to a few events in the past, and I can tell you, certain things you might be able to see, certain things you shouldn't see. But I gotta be honest. In this case, it's certain things you shouldn't see in this event. Like we're gonna get into like the next battle, which was Chess and DNA.
Oh, but first, I got him winning. I got him winning 2-1. I gave K-Shine the third. K-Shine pulled out a prop in the third. He brought out.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he brought out old boy. Remember?
I wouldn't call that a prop.
Well, it's not a prop, but like it's like he was saying like you ran from this dude or whatever in a parking lot or something.
Now.
He played the what do you call it? Did you lie or whatever?
You're giving a little too much away. There is a segment in this battle when K-Shine was basically breaking down Wavy and he was like, you was running from this one nigga. He pulled him out. Now after he pulled the nigga out, after the battle, you can see Wavy's entourage like they're saying something to K-Shine, and K-Shine's laughing. I can't give everything away because, you know, I don't want to market.
Yeah, like the nigga that he pulled out on stage after he got all in Wavy's face, like, oh yeah, we got beef, blah blah, yelling at him. He started laughing. Like, dude started laughing while like he's still in stage and everybody's still like, oh.
Stop. There's a certain segment that we can't discuss. You had to be there, but from his perspective, you know, the angle that K-Shine used, it worked, but we can't give too much information. We can give you bars, we can give you everything else, but we can't give you too much information.
Yeah, like we don't know if that shit is real.
Because you have to be in the building. Now, I know what was said. Like, I was in the front row. I know what was said. Trust and believe, I know what was said, but I'm not going to say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we in Philadelphia right now. We just left New York. We're going to the Don't Flop event tomorrow. And we're looking for more bars and everything. But the whole point of the matter, let's just focus on tonight. The K-Shine and Wavy battle, in my opinion, Wavy was incredible. I gotta be honest.
He might have 3-0'd him, yo. Like,
stop.
He might have 3-0'd him. That's the wild part.
Wavy was incredible. Wavy was incredible. On a scale from 1 to 10, Wavy was a 9.
Yeah.
Wavy was a 9.
Like, I don't really know how much better Wavy could have did.
Yo, let me shine. Let me shine. Let me cook. Let me cook. Spit that heater voice.
Go ahead.
Spit that heat voice.
Cook, nigga.
Yo, Wavy on a scale from 1 to 10 was a 9. Like, I've never seen this Wavy before. And this Wavy against K-Shine, like I said, I said once, I said again, like, K-Shine stepped in front of Wavy, and Wavy looked at this nigga like, you know, you're a nobody. I'ma still do my thing. And it kind of looked like it was one side. Like, at one point, like, Wavy was up 2-0. Now, let me break down my rounds. The round he's referring to with the zombie, with the shotgun in the leg, that was the first round. That line right there was so fire. I kind of forgot everything K-Shine said in his first round.
Exactly.
I gotta be honest.
Exactly. Like, that line was so memorable.
Like, I kind of forget K-Shine, but K-Shine had some shit in his first round. So if this was boxing, I love K-Shine. Let me say salute to K-Shine. K-Shine even looked at me in the crowd because you was next to me. DNA spit a bar. And then it went over everyone's heads, and he looked at me, and I was like, "That shit was fire." He was like, "Yeah, nigga, that shit fire." Yeah, but off that, K-Shine had some shit too. But some of the K-Shine bars went it went over a lot of people's heads. I thought it was fire.
He was spitting so fast to me. Like, he needs to spit slower.
Can I get my moment in the spotlight? Like you had your moment, man. Like, let me get in there. K-Shine had some shit in the first, the second, and the third. I gotta be honest, like, the last stuff that K-Shine said, it went a lot over heads, and that's because it was the crowd. Like, the crowd was ooh and ah, and K-Shine was still rapping, so everyone couldn't grasp everything he was saying, and he would still keep going into his scheme. He would go into, like, he breaking down Wavy. He's still spitting bars, and everybody can't catch it because everybody didn't catch the setup. But it was still going over people's heads. But I was listening to everything, and I thought K-Shine had some shit. Round one is really close. It's really close. Yeah. Like, if someone put a gun to my head right now and told me to pick somebody, I would say Wavy. No question, no debating. I would say Wavy. Wavy's first round was crazy. Now, there was a little issue with the time limit. I think I already said this, but there was a big issue with the time limit. Like, Wavy just kept rapping, and the years had to cut him off. And then he was like, I got more. It was like, nah. Like, time is limited, so you gotta let K-Shine rap.
Yeah, and then that nigga was like, he started looking out to the crowd. He was he was like, they won't let me eat. They won't let me eat. Like, he was yelling that shit in the crowd.
But the crazy part is, like, K-Shine didn't complain, though. Like, I sat there and watched this nigga for a whole 12 minutes he rapped. He never complained. He was like, I mean, let that nigga rap. Like shit's nothing to me, man. Like, it's nothing I've never seen before.
Yeah.
Now, round 2. I'm stretching this blog a little bit. I ain't gonna stretch it too much. K-Shine's second round was crazy. Wavy had a great second round. This second round could be debatable. I've noticed this whole entire night, the last second rounds were debatable.
Yeah.
Like, cause niggas like really brought their shit in the second round. Like, K-Shine's second round was fucking crazy. Like, Wavy had a great second round, but I gave my second round to K-Shine. Like, Shine was just like he was on another level. He was like, okay, this little nigga had a great first round, but watch my second. And the third round. Wavy had some good shit on this. Wavy and K-Shine, they both had some great shit. I'm gonna tell you something about this event. This event was so drawn out, you can forget some of the bars. But Wavy, first of all, this is the battle of the night. So shout out to K-Shine and Mr. Wavy. This is the battle of the night. Yeah. No question, no debating. This is the battle of the night. And I knew this was going to be the battle of the night. Because they was both going to wild the fuck out. But Wavy, K-Shine, third round. Wavy, he was spitting some crazy shit. I gave him a 9. But then K-Shine spit something crazy. And he got the extra topping on the ice cream, with the whipped cream, with the Don DeMarco. And I kind of edged him in the third round. So I'm going to give K-Shine 2-1. Now, it could be different on camera. So if a nigga try to bust my balls on this blog and say, nigga, you don't know what the fuck you talking about, by all means, you are entitled to your opinion.
Yeah,
no, let me finish. You are entitled to your opinion because this is an opinionated sport. Everyone has their own opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people that still believe that Big T is beating Hollow Don. But I'm not going to even get into that right now. That's a whole another blog we're going to do. But, you know, it's like, and another, like, Calico beat Low Deluxe. That's another one. I mean, it's opinionated. If a nigga told me right now that DNA was undefeated, I couldn't get mad at that because that's his opinion. But sometimes
that's one hell of an opinion, though.
But hold on, let me finish. But that's that nigga's opinion.
Yeah.
If he feels as though that DNA has never been beaten, I can't get mad at that. But it only tells me that there may be a little slight biasness to it though. But you know, sometimes you gotta keep it real with some of these battle rappers. Like, you know, like DNA smoked Calico. He smoked Calico 3-0, but no one cares because Calico made it public that he wasn't gonna take DNA seriously. And DNA went in and smoked his boots. Me personally, I don't give a fuck. Calico lost 3-0.
Calico went in there drunk as hell, freestyling.
He lost 3-0. I don't care. I'm a DNA fan. DNA went in there and smoked his boots.
But anyway, back to the night. So yeah, I got him winning 2-1. I got Wavy winning 2-1 first round. First and second round. He's got K-Shine winning second and third. So after that, the next battle was Chess and DNA. This battle was something interesting.
Okay. Let me say it first. If the URL allows the footage that was shown tonight, it may. I'm not gonna say it's gonna hurt Chess's career, but first of all, no, slow down. First of all, I want to shout out to Chess because there was a moment in this battle that happened twice. I'm going to get into it. I'm gonna let him talk first. But there was a moment in the battle that happened that you know, something happened to Chess. I don't know if he got overwhelmed, he got too excited. But I'm going to say this on record for a 15-second battle league. You know, 15-second battle. He never choked in this battle.
Yeah. He
never choked, and I actually was standing right next to him when he was talking to Mr. Wavy after the event. I'll get into all of that afterwards, but I'm just gonna say this: Chess is gonna be the future of the URL. Now I'm a Tay Rock fan. He called out Tay Rock. Chess I fucks with you
heavy.
But Tay-Rock is a whole nother ball game. Now I'm not saying Chess
Not
can't.
really.
No. Oh well,
I'm being so serious. Not really. I believe that Chess, after seeing Chess keep up with DNA after what he did, like, okay, so we just gonna tell you.
No, whoa. Slow down for a second. Slow down.
Why not, man? Spoiler alert. Fuck it.
No, we gonna say what happened to Chess. We're gonna say it. But Chess took a shot.
They probably already know. They read the tweets, like.
Okay. Well, Chess took a shot at Tay-Rock. First of all, Tay-Rock is technically in my book in the URL says Tay-Rock is top 3, maybe top 2. Like, Tay-Rock has only lost maybe one battle in his whole career, and that's against Charlie Clips. He's destroyed every nigga that stepped in front of him, flat out. Even if he didn't destroy Mr. Debatable.
B Magic beat him 2-1 or 3-0.
Okay, well, that's another blow. Let's focus on Chess and DNA. You go first, nigga. Since you
all right, this nigga Chess, he had to throw up twice in the first round. Now, he didn't choke on any of his bars. This is the weird part. Like, it wasn't a choke. He literally just had to throw up, and he wasn't nervous. It wasn't nerves or what. It wasn't anything.
No. He got overwhelmed. Remember after he spit that one bar?
He spit a fire bar. That was the thing. Like, he went through it the first minute of his round, and it was fire.
And he drank some water. He swallowed it, gave it back to one of his mans. It was like, woo! And he started spitting, and you can just hear the
like his voice was like going like away. Like, you know how Chess got the. You know, like it started just like getting like raspier, and then he just like couldn't talk for a second, and everybody thought he was choking, and then he was like, he was like reaching for some water or something, and this man gave him some water. Like, he grabbed the water, and then he just turned around, went behind his like entourage, and he earled all over the floor. Like, it wasn't.
Okay. It wasn't all over the floor. It was just a smidgen, but he threw up.
Yeah, he threw up. Like, either way, he threw up, and then everybody's like, oh shit. Like, they were more worried about like, is this nigga okay? Like, not like he's choking. You know what I mean? Like everyone was like, is this
shout
nigga
out to
good?
the URL and Smack Crowd for wondering if Chess was gonna be okay to finish the battle.
Yeah.
But in Chess defense, Smack looked at Chess and was like, yo, my nigga, you okay to finish? And Chess was like, nigga.
No, that's not what happened. That was the second time. The first time Chess went back there, he threw up. Everyone was like, what's going on? And nobody went on the mic or anything. Chess just came back out of his entourage, after throwing up. Just came back into spitting his shit.
That
shit had me like, damn.
Just to piggyback off this nigga, when DNA sat there and watched, see, there's certain things you won't see on the camera, but when DNA sat there and watched Chess throw up, Charlie Clips grabbed DNA and whispered in his ear, you need to rebuttal that. And then DNA did. It's your turn. Just keep going.
Yeah, alright. So anyway, this nigga Chess, he threw up, came right back into his entourage. Okay, and then he just came right back into his chest shit, like with the arms flailing and everything, you know. And yeah, that nigga, and then about 20 seconds later, he got through like a couple more bars that were good bars, and then the same thing started happening. Like, he started croaking up, and then he turned around, went back into his entourage, threw up again, this time for like probably 30, 45 seconds. Smack goes over there like in the meantime, and he's like, yo, you good, man? You good? And then he comes right back out again. Like, I'm good. I'm good. Like, he said, I'm good. And then his mans are all trying to give him water, and he's like, y'all annoying me. Y'all making me throw up. Just don't give me no water. I'm good. And he just came back and started spitting his bars.
He's like, yo, Smack. I'm a Smack rapper. Fuck you mean, nigga? I'm here. Yeah. I'm here. I'm gonna rap. Yeah. I'm gonna rap. And that's why I respect. So salute the Chess, man, because I actually, like, okay, let me before you say it, let me go and say it. When the event was over, Chess was talking to Mr. Wavy, and, you know, Prep was basically talking about himself. He was like, you know what, I was on that stage, and I was talking to myself in the back of my head, and he was like, this shit can't happen. He was like, too many people have paid too much money to come to this event, so why the fuck, if I'm going to throw up, why should I just stop the battle? No, I'm gonna keep rapping.
Yeah.
And I got well, I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna give my recap because that nigga was spitting some shit.
Yeah.
But I'm a DNA fan, and DNA was spitting some crazy shit.
See, I'm unbiased. Like I would really start like I'm completely unbiased going into like an event. Like I don't got favorites. Like sure I got people I like, but I don't got favorites. Like I can't say I'm a fan of somebody. Like if they do bad, they do bad. In my opinion, you only as good as your last battle.
That's my opinion. Same nigga in the car said DNA won the battle. But go ahead and finish though.
Yeah, I got DNA.
Yeah, go ahead and finish.
Alright, Chess got the third, DNA got the first two. Either way, Chess did choke and his bars weren't crazy. DNA came back in the first, rebutted the throwing up shit, and he just came back and
Chess
everyone was like,
choked.
oh my god. But
Chess never choked. He never choked.
He threw up, but whatever. Like he had to stop his rapping. He had to stop his rapping, and that cut his round short.
Yeah, Rain cut him off.
Yeah.
He was past the time limit.
Yeah, exactly.
He kept going up, but he never choked. Chess never choked. Let me tell you something. When y'all see the footage, and there's gonna be some delays in the footage, he never choked. Let me say it's on record. He never choked. I'm not gonna deduct no points or anything from Chess. Chess was saying some shit, but it's not my turn. It's still his turn. He never choked. He threw up. That's a big difference.
Yeah. He threw up. He didn't choke, but
you know what though?
It cut his round short, and DNA just got to.
But you spit
his shit on that nigga.
But what he didn't say, I'm gonna tell you something. He didn't say. Chess first round was so fucking crazy. Like the way he got in DNA face, and the animation, and he was like, I do all this, you know. He was like, I was in school, but I had to grow up early. What you know about that? And I was like, oh my god. I said, man, it's still your turn, man. I'm waiting till it's my turn.
Nah, Chess was getting in DNA's face. That's for damn sure. But like, yeah. After he threw up the second time, he came back, spit a couple more bars, and then Rain cut him off. So his first round was good before he threw up. And then DNA came back, rebutted the throwing up shit, came back, kept spitting his bars, whatever. He spit some wild stuff. Like, this was a DNA that I ain't seen spit like this in a long time. Like, he wasn't lying. Nah, for real. Think about it. Think about the shit that he was saying. It was way more complex. So when it comes to them, then that means they're going to run against them.
So what happened to Ill Will?
DNA spazzed on him.
Where's Ill Will now?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Chess did good. DNA got the first.
Hold time out. For those of you who watching from the Midwest, I know what Ill Will is. Ill Will is he's with RBE. He has a battle coming up in April. I'm going. My associate, my co-partner, 15-minute battle league.
Second.
You know he might not be able to go, but I will be in the building. If you see my face. You're more than welcome to walk up to me. You know, you can pick my brain, you can do whatever you want. But this is an opinionated sport. That's what makes battle rap so intriguing, because everyone has their own opinion. Like, so many people, like, that brings back to the Calico situation. Like, let's be honest. Everybody from the Midwest at Calico won, but Jay-Z posted a tweet and says, you're going to get this work. Like, that's the automatic loss. Jay-Z only has 5 tweets. And no followers. No. And he's not following no one. He has 3 million followers, and he's not following nobody. Yeah. And he tweets, "You're going to get this work." That's an automatic L. Like, I'm serious. Like seriously.
The battle itself. That's the thing. If you consider Lux's first to choke, then I think
Lux is the only person in battle rap.
No, here's what I'm saying. Calico won the second round. That's all I have to say about that battle. Is that Calico won the second round. I don't got nothing to say else about that. All I gotta say is Calico won the second round, in my opinion.
Listen.
So if you want to say that Calico won the first because Lux choked, cool. If you want to say Lux won, cool. Then Lux won 2-1. But
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this on record. Some people might agree or might disagree. Lil Lux is the first person in URL history to win a battle with 1 round. And that was his third.
Yeah.
He might be the first person in history. That's a magical moment in my A-Verb voice. Oh, yeah, that's a magical moment. We're gonna get into the magical moments too, but let's finish talking about.
Blog.
Let's finish up on chess and DNA. Are you done?
Yeah, we've been doing this shit. This is a 30-minute video already.
I told you, man. We're gonna talk that shit, man. Come on, man. 15-second battle league, man. Follow me, man. I'm Super McCoy. Man.
Hey, but y'all already know, man. Listen, I got DNA winning. 2-1. Him edging the second round. The second round was very close. The second round is a toss-up, and Chess is third. Okay, listen. Chess might have had the craziest third round. Damn, I don't even know if I could say that.
No, Chess definitely.
He did have one of the crazy. He had the top 2 craziest third rounds of the night.
On record, because now my turn yet. On record, Chess had the top 3 best third rounds of the night. That Chess third round was just insane.
He was wilding on DNA, like wilding, and then in the third, DNA brought out
Whoa! Are you gonna tell everything?
Yeah.
Listen,
Listen, spoiler alert. Mute it for the next like 2-3 minutes if you don't want to hear this shit. All right, so he DNA brought out K-Shine or whatever, and he said like, hey K-Shine, since something, either you gonna help me school this kid or I'm gonna school you, blah blah or whatever. And then he pulled out the Professor Shine white jacket, the same one that he used to kill DNA with, you know. And then he put that on, and then he brought out this this whiteboard that said URL high school, and then he started like breaking down each class, going through math, chemistry, blah blah blah. Like when you do math, this could happen. When you do math, it could end in a disaster, blah blah blah. You know, like stuff like that. Like saying like you're not about this vet life, you know. But it didn't even hit that hard in my opinion in the building. Like it didn't hit that hard. Chess's third was crazy. Like he just had too much shit for DNA. Like if Chess hadn't have threw up, if he would have got all his first round shit off, you could very easily say that Chess would have 3-0 DNA. But he didn't. So we'll never know. But that's just my opinion. I got DNA edging the second round. That's just my opinion. I'm unbiased. I got DNA edging the second round. DNA winning the first round just because Chess couldn't spit but like a minute of his bars. And yeah, and that's what I got. So I got DNA 2-1 over Chess. Chess getting the third.
Let me just say this. Chess won first. Alright, I'm breaking down my first round. Chess won first. Chess was actually killing DNA in the first round. He was ruining this nigga life. And I don't know what happened after 1 minute and 45 seconds because I was actually timing it on my phone. Chess was really destroying DNA. DNA didn't get a chance to rap yet. Like Chess was just talking that shit, getting his face, talk about how that pump shotty, how you shoot up the block.
He shoot a lot. He is young, but he shoots a lot of shit.
Okay, well DNA did the same thing, man. It's my turn, man. Let me rock. I actually had Chess win the first round.
Damn!
Oh, stop.
What?
Stop.
Nah. What?
Because I'm going to tell you why Chess won the first round. Chess was, according to my phone, Chess was 2 minutes and 3 seconds into his first round. Chess threw up. He threw up once, came back out, he spit some more shit, and he threw up again. And then when I saw Charlie Clips give DNA the little pep talk, like you have to rebuttal his throwing up.
He didn't give him no pep talk.
He did. That's why DNA rebutted the throw up. DNA basically said, you know, well, you stepped on this big stage, you wasn't ready. I did the same thing. That's why I threw up. So people didn't think I was ready.
Yeah, you were saying like me and you were the same because you threw up when I threw up back then.
I mean, you know, but prep was like when I hit. I'm gonna tell you something. See, this is me critiquing everything. The material prep had for 1 minute and 45 seconds. What? No, it was
Chess.
one. Yeah. Chess. Chess had good material for 1 minute 47 seconds before he threw up. I actually look at that as a W because I'm like, yo, like he.
Think about what DNA spit though.
But DNA wasn't too crazy in the first round though. It's the second and third. It was the second and third that won DNA in the battle. But it's my turn. I just felt as though Chess had some wild shit in the first round. Like DNA got oohs and ahs, but Chess got Don DeMarco though. Like do you know how hard it is to get Don DeMarco? Like if you a battle rapper, like do you know how hard it is to get Don DeMarco?
Yeah, there was a lot of people that didn't get any Don DeMarcos tonight.
A-Bro never got Don. That's another subject. A-Bro did not get Don DeMarco.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he got one during his Showtime. When he started his Showtime. His Showtime wasn't even like that. We'll get into that later. But
Wait, he did?
yeah, he did. He said I forgot what his Showtime.
Oh, that was in the third round.
Yeah,
in the third round.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, he got Don DeMarco, but it wasn't even like that was the only hot bar that round. We gonna get into that later.
Let me just go ahead and break it down. Like I gave DNA the battle. I thought I'm just gonna keep it 100. I think DNA wins about 2-1. DNA, you know, it's an art. Like I'm all about this culture. The fact that you can rebuttal something and flip it back on someone, and then DNA even compared Chess that he was in the same position a long time ago.
Yeah.
And he's now throwing up on stage.
Yep.
And he threw up twice. I was like,
it's kind of interesting though, cause they both were really young, and they both threw up. Like I'm starting to wonder if that's like a thing, cause Chess even said like,
okay, okay, we're wasting time. All right, give me a second.
All right, next battle.
No, let me finish.
No,
Let me rock.
Thought you was done.
Chess won round 3. Now, I'm gonna tell you this.
You just said he won round 1 too. That means he won the battle.
No. DNA won round 2. Listen to me. DNA won rounds 1 and 2. But Chess' third round was so fucking crazy. I completely forgot about DNA's second round.
You're so right. Like Chess's third round
DNA's second round.
It erased DNA's second round. Like if you told me to remember one bar from DNA's second round, I couldn't do it. Like I couldn't do it. And DNA had some shit that second round. But it didn't fucking matter. Alright. Next battle is
No, stop.
Suge and the Saga, man.
Alright, stop. Now, if I had to pick a winner, this battle is really debatable. It could have been battle of the night if Chess didn't throw up or anything, but this definitely had the potential to be a battle of the night. I was actually banking on this. I even bet this nigga like a couple of dollars, and I was like, man, look, it was either gonna be Wavy or K-Shine or Chess or DNA, but DNA definitely showed for the fact that he's a veteran. But I'm not gonna ruin everything. But I'm going to say URL high school. DNA's third round. URL high school. I'm not going to ruin that because I think that's something for the fans to enjoy.
Yeah, he has some shit. He has some shit.
The fans, for those of you who didn't go to the event, I want you to enjoy that. I want you to get a chance to enjoy that.
That actually might have been the best battle of the fourth round.
No, Wavy and K-Shine was the best battle of the night. But I'm not gonna ruin that for you. Like DNA, he definitely pulled a K-Shine card. It was crazy, but
yeah. Next battle, Suge and the Saga. You can go first on this one.
All right, he's cutting me off again, but let me just piggyback. Let me just pause and rewind a little bit. Chess and DNA. Some people might say like, even though Chess was throwing up, his first round was so fucking crazy. If someone walked up to me right now and said that Chess won the first and the third, I would not be mad because the first like I said, the first 1 minute and 45 seconds of Chess first round was fire. Like he was really destroying DNA. I was like, damn, DNA's gonna have a long night, but
Yeah.
but Chess ended up throwing up, so it's vice versa. It changes the whole game. It changes everything. You know, it changes the mood of the battle. It changes the crowd control, and it also controls the veteran experience, and it also controls the fact that he threw up. I mean, it's a lot I can break down into, but
You're so right.
But it changed a lot.
There's a thing I forgot to say about the Wavy and K-Shine battle.
Somebody trying to get inside wrong.
No, that's a nice story.
In case y'all know, we're like 5 minutes outside Philadelphia. Like we're going to the event tomorrow. Don't Flop. Shout out to Don't Flop.
Yeah.
Like we love battle rap, so we just trying to support everybody.
Yeah.
You know, so Don't Flop got an event tomorrow. I'm looking forward to Bill Collector. Bill Collector actually reached out to us. He reached out to the company. He was like, he actually wants to sit down. He wants to talk to us, and he actually want to give us an exclusive. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. He wants to give us an
Yeah,
exclusive.
tomorrow, yeah. Well, today now.
Well, yeah, technically today. You know, he wants to give us an exclusive, like, for the company, like he.
We gonna talk to him. But yeah. So another thing about that Wavy and K-Shine battle, Wavy in his second round. The reason I gave Wavy the second round is because he set a bar, and K-Shine was looking around like, damn, like it looked like that bar had got to K-Shine. That's what made me give Wavy the second round. Like, not a lot of shit can get to K-Shine, but Wavy was spazzing on this nigga in the second round. But anyway, so then we get into Suge and the Saga. You gotta take a phone call real quick. Yeah, we get to Suge and the Saga. These niggas was on their shit. If K-Shine and Wavy wasn't battle of the night, this would be the next battle of the night. Dude, trying to order room service. Yeah, alright, so, yeah, Suge and the Saga. So, who went first? Oh, the Saga went first. Alright, so the Saga, in my opinion, the Saga won 3-0. But Suge had some shit, man. If you want to say Suge got the first, that's cool. But Suge came back. He was that nigga. Like, he was that old school Suge, that in your face, pound for pound, here. Like, he was shoving the nigga the whole battle. Like, pocket checked him in the first round, everything. But the Saga went first. So the Saga's first round was pretty good. Like, he had a lot of solid shit. And then, yeah, and then when Suge came back, he was all up in his face with all that aggression. The Saga's second and third round, I don't know if you guys seen Prep versus the Saga, but the Saga can come with some angles, man. Like, he hit Suge with an angle that was wild. Like, you know that they was battling, talking about religion the whole battle. They was talking about, you know, their religion during the whole battle, because, like, you know, Shotgun Suge, he Muslim, blah, blah. This dude, Saga, started reading verses out of the Quran saying, blah, 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 blah. So how you talking about Grape Street cripping and banging all these drums and shooting niggas and all this shit? If you, you know, if the Quran says this, when you talking to me saying that the Quran's the real thing, but you aren't even following that. Like, and Suge was coming at him saying, like, you know, like, Christianity ain't even real, y'all ain't even following the real thing, blah, blah, blah. You should be doing it. Man, look, Suge said some whack shit in the third, like, how you a Christian but got a beard like you follow Allah? Like, what? Like, what is having a beard?
But that was fire though.
No, it wasn't. They got no crowd reaction.
No, it did get crowd reaction. Like, it was fire.
Not for me.
No, you said it wrong. You said it wrong. He basically said, he was like, you supposed to portray to be this Christian, but I'm a Muslim. But see, you got a beard portraying to be Allah. It was fire. It was fire at the time, and he got to make a phone call. So we talk about Shotgun Suge and
Saga, yeah.
Saga.
Yeah, I already gave my prediction.
You get your prediction.
I gave my recap.
You get your recap.
Yeah, I said Saga won 2-1 or 3-0, depending if you want to get Suge first.
Well, first things first. Let me say this. In this battle in particular, Shotgun Suge basically showed his veteran experience. I mean, there's a difference between stepping in front of a nigga that's never seen nothing before and niggas trying to portray something. And Shotgun Suge exposed that in this first round. He was basically saying like, no, that was his third round. Shit. That was his third round. The Saga first round was awfully light, in my opinion. I thought it was really light. I ain't really like it too much. And then, you know, it kind of took away from his performance because of the fact that Shotgun Suge was walking around back and forth across stage, like just whispering and hollering like, yo, like this shit is whack, like this shit is fucked up. It took the crowd away from the Saga's performance. So I mean, the Saga had some shit, but his first round wasn't cut it. Shotgun Suge goes in his first round and he just wows the fuck out on the Saga. Like he's like really wilding the fuck out on the Saga. Like he's really wilding out on this nigga. Like it's not even funny. Like he even got his arm over his shoulder like this. He got his arm over his shoulder like this, and he's doing this. And then he's walking behind him. You know what I'm saying? Bumping him and shit. Saga got his hands in his pocket. He don't know what to do.
He really didn't know what to do.
Yeah,
What's up?
oh shit, that's on the video. Shit. But first round, Shotgun Suge. Now second round was the turning point of the battle. The Saga did a few schemes and he broke down Shotgun Suge a little bit. Shotgun was complaining to the audience. I was there. If you don't believe me, I can show you the pictures. You know, I was there. So was my associate. 15-minute battle league.
Second.
I mean, shit, don't even matter. 15-second battle league. You know
Y'all know it. It's gonna be above the video right there. Y'all know
I mean,
what we are.
15-second battle league, man. If I was on Instagram, 15-second. This is the segment 15-second battle. Don't even matter. My associate, me and him looked eye to eye when, you know, Suge split his second round. I thought Suge's second round. No. It was the Saga in the second round. The Saga second round was crazy. It was crazy.
The Saga pulled a prep against Suge in both rounds, 2 and 3. Like, he pulled a round 3 of prep in 2 rounds against Suge, which is hard to beat. Like, there's not a lot of people that could have beaten Saga spitting the shit he was spitting to Suge.
But slow down. But Shotgun Suge still had an amazing second round.
Yeah, he did. He definitely did.
Shotgun Suge had an amazing second round. His second round was definitely amazing.
It's that old Suge all in your face.
But
All in your face.
but
But it was the shit he was saying, like it was hitting though. Like normally Suge just, you know, bullshit.
I mean, the thing that bothered me was that Shotgun Suge was doing this.
Yeah, he was shoving him the whole time.
You know,
he getting all in his space and everything.
I mean, doing all this. I'm like, shit. Like, I fuck with Shotgun Suge heavy. I do want to see Shotgun Suge and K-Shine rematch, but it would never happen because K-Shine's gonna carry that to his grave. He feels as though he killed the Jersey nigga. He already lost the serve, so the K-Shine battle over Red.
That'd be one hell of a matchup.
Man, that'd be crazy.
That'd be
K-Shine and Old Red?
Red was in the building tonight. Shout out to
he
Old
battled
Red.
Arsenal and lost 3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, he battled Arsenal and lost 3-0. Okay, but moving forward.
Okay, we gonna talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. But moving forward.
Nah, you right though. I'm not even mad at you for saying 3-0. I remember that shit. I struggled giving K-Shine a round in that one.
Yeah.
I remember that
Arsenal
shit.
won that 3-0. We already know that.
That nigga said I hit the lazy boy button on it. That nigga Arsenal was spitting some shit.
Yeah.
But anyway,
but moving forward, Shotgun Suge and the Saga. This battle was very close. I thought Shotgun Suge won the first round. His second round was crazy, but the prep. I mean, but the saga. I
Yeah,
keep
saga.
saying prep.
Yeah, I know, right?
The saga had some crazy shit in the second round. I slightly edged to the saga in the second round. Was that the round he flipped the Muslim scam on him? Or was it the third?
That was the second. Yeah, that was his second round.
The saga second round when he told Shotgun Shug basically, you a Muslim, you can't condone violence. And Shotgun Shug,
He was asking Suge. He was like, so you bang, right? And Suge was like, yeah. And then he was like, and you be toting guns, right? Suge was like, yeah. And then, he just used that shit on him. Like, he was like, oh really? Well, Allah says this. And in Shotgun Suge round, he was all talking about Christianity and how Allah's real and everything. And then Saga just came back and destroyed his whole Allah thing angle that he was that shit.
I think it was the third round that Suge did that.
The Saga did that? No, it was the second round. It was the second round. But I remember I was like, what's he gonna say back? Because like, I thought the Saga was gonna be done talking about like religion. I thought he was just about to bar that nigga to death. Like, listen, in my opinion, Saga could have ended Suge's career tonight.
Stop!
Ended his career. He
No,
could have He could have 3-0'd him very convincingly if he would have had a better first. If he would have had a better first, he would have 3-0'd him convincingly.
Buddy, we're trying to build an empire. Let's not ruin their relationships, okay? Let's be realistic.
Not in his career. You get what I'm saying? Like he could have destroyed him like 3-0 that night tonight if he came as hard as he did in his first.
Okay, in my opinion, I'm not going to even go round for round. I felt that this battle was very debatable.
Yeah, exactly.
I felt that every round could have went either way. I'm just going to keep it 100. If a nigga walked up to me in the street in Philadelphia and was like, yeah, you lunching or you wildin', Saga be Suge 2-1, I'm not going to get mad at that because that's that man's opinion. If a nigga walk up to me and was like, yeah, you right, Suge be Saga 2-1, that was like, you know what? You have every right to say that. That's an opinion. This is an opinionated sport. No one's wrong in this. You can say whatever you want. You can debate with your homeboys. You can debate with your best friends. All of, but sometimes you gotta keep it real. Like some of these killings are so critical. Like you just gotta be like, yo, you fucking lost, nigga. Like I mean, honestly, prime example: B Magic and Ill Will. I've never seen a nigga be up on B Magic like that before in my life. Yeah, I've never seen somebody be up on B Magic like that. That's probably the only clear loss B Magic has had on the URL.
Except real. Well, yeah, real deal was debatable.
Real deal and B Magic was debatable, but the only clear win B Magic has in my book, and this is my book, was against Ill Will. Like I've never seen nobody be able to beat Magic like that, and he beat up on B Magic pretty bad too. It looked like it was 3-0.
He beat up on him bad in the room. On cam, it didn't look as bad, but you know in the room.
Camera, it looked like 3-0.
It didn't look at the people. Niggas would say you should have seen the tweets, man. Like right after that shit happened, everybody was saying B Magic's done. Like they was saying his career's over. Like he never battled it again.
I never heard that.
Yeah, man. I was reading the tweets. I was like, no way. Like this nigga Ill Will did not spaz on him like that. But yeah, he did. It didn't look as bad on the footage when I watched it though. Like you could have like
now. Hold, give me a second. Some of y'all people that are watching, y'all probably looking at us like we clowns, but you know what? Hold, let me finish. Some of y'all probably looking at this vlog and say like, y'all niggas clowns. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. First of all, the sport is opinionated. You are entitled to your opinion. No matter what the fuck someone else says, you are entitled to your opinion. Second of all, we actually go out to these events and we show love. Like my man right here took a picture with Loaded Lux. That's rare. I don't know too many people. I go on Twitter and I see Loaded Lux's tweets. Not too many niggas got pictures with Loaded Lux. He walked up to Loaded Lux and said, hey, yo, I need a picture. And Lux was like, you know what I'm saying, doing something right. He said, nah, I need a picture. Like, we all about business. We trying to build an empire. He looked at Lil Lux in his ass and said, nah, nigga, I need a picture. And Lux gave him a picture. Hold up, I can't even show you the picture. Hold up.
Facts.
I can't
So
even show you the
after
picture.
Sugar the Saga was Briz and Averb.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
You said Briz and Shotgun Sugar?
Briz and Averb. That's next after the Saga and shit.
Well, I feel like we missing the battle.
Or not. Look, there's all the battles there.
Hold on, man. Let me show these people, like, you know.
Got all of them right here. Clips, Briz, Wavy Sean, DNHS, Saga Suge, Rap John John, Snow Real Deal. Here's a card. Right there.
Yeah, man, I need some food.
Yeah, I know, I'm hungry too. We ain't eaten since like before the battle. But anyway, Briz and Averb, let's finish this up so we can go eat, man. It's been like an hour. Briz and Averb.
No. I just want to show the fans that you know. So this is a picture with my associate with Loaded Lux.
Y'all can't see it that well. We'll upload it to the Instagram. Follow us on Instagram at 15-second battles in case you can't see it. Anyway, yeah, I got a picture.
Actually, that is pretty close right there. Oh, you know what? Let me change the lighting on it. Hold on. Let me change the lighting. Hold up.
Anyway, all right. So they believe you, man. Anyway, so Briz and Averb. This nigga Briz is crazy. Like, you know, when I like really look at this battle, like in the room after after 2 rounds were over from Briz and Averb. Briz went first, so after Averb's second round was over, I was looking around at everybody and I was asking, I was like, is it just me or is Briz winning 2-0 already? And everybody's like, yeah, he's up 2-0 because he beat Verb every round. Verb had 1 haymaker in the first round. Verb had 1 haymaker in the second round. And this nigga...
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, yeah. That's my associate with Loaded Lux.
Yeah.
Beloved!
There you go. But yeah, this nigga Briz spazzed on Verb in the first and second round. And the third is debatable. If you want to say that Briz got the third, I wouldn't be mad at you. If you want to say Averb got the third, I wouldn't be mad at you. But Averb took him light, man. Averb either took him light, didn't take him seriously, or didn't think he'd come with.
All right, let me
much
say
shit.
this. All right, are you done?
Sure.
Okay, let me say this. I'm not the biggest Averb fan. I'm not. I think Averb is a genius. Averb showed me. I mean, Averb has the ups and downs, but Averb showed me that he was a genius when he battled Goods. I'm gonna tell you why. When Averb took Goods, he created the angle. He said that Goods make y'all believe what he wants you to believe. When he said that, I was a little confused. I was like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? And then he started doing little small blogs and everything. Like, he was talking to the studio engineer. He was like, yo, I need like $100 for my session. He was like, nah, I need $300. He took the sip of the yak, and then the engineer was like, okay, 100. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? But when Averb battled Goods, that was probably one of the best Averbs I've ever seen in my life. Next to Hitman. I gotta be honest. For me to be an Averb fan, the best Averb I seen was against Howlin' Don, Midwest Wilds. It was Howlin' Don, Midwest Miles, and Goods, and maybe Math Hoffa. I gotta see that battle again, but Averb was pretty good against Math Hoffa though. He was good though. But the whole point, Maris, I'm trying to say is, like, tonight, this is going to my, I'm going to say it right now, this is going to my, my category for most disappointing performance. I was really disappointed with Averb's performance tonight. Really disappointed. Averb had the showtime in the third round. I felt as though it took too long. Briz Rothstein, on the other hand, was comfortable. I felt as though he outperformed Averb. I felt as though he said more shit than Averb. Now, Averb's second round,
I think the one bar that went over that was so crazy. He was like, you can't bring. He said you can't bring. It was a Star Trek line. It was a Yoda line. He was like, you can't bring.
Yeah, he was just comparing him to him, like I'm a better version of you, but he was like using a bunch of examples, and he said you can't bring something to Yoda, and then he said I got he said I got 2 arms, the kickback meme, but I ain't talking the crane kick, like or something like that setup was wow. That was the haymaker in the round. That shit was crazy. But
you need that. Now, like my associate said, like that shit was crazy, but I just feel that it wasn't enough. Because Briz Rothstein said, he said, I will twist your arms from the left and the right and flip you over. That's a judo flip. That shit was fire.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
No. Then we told Abraham over, he said, bitch, I want you to lick my balls. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Do this and something else. And she was like, what? He was like, bitch. Do you know what I'm trying to do? I was like,
he said, bitch, I want you to suck my balls and like don't let him out or whatever. And then she was like, what? He was like, what part didn't you understand?
The balls,
suck my balls,
or the balls? Yeah.
The nigga Briz was cooking, man. He was cooking. But yeah, I wouldn't be mad if you said that Briz 3-0'd Verb. Dead ass. I wouldn't be mad.
I'm not gonna say that.
I wouldn't be mad. Like,
but I'm not gonna say it.
Exactly. I'm not gonna say he 3-0 Verb. I'm gonna say 2-1 Briz. Briz got the first and second round. Maybe the third. When you really think about it, though, what round did Verb get? Tell me.
Come on, man.
What round did he get?
Let me say this.
It couldn't have been the first. Couldn't have been the second.
Let me say this. I'm gonna say this on camera. I don't know what goes on behind back doors, but I do believe Aver took Briz Rothstein very lightly. Some people might hate me or they might try to curse my ass out. I don't give a fuck what you do. I've seen Aver when he's been in a fight. I've seen Aver hold it down. Like, Aver was in a fight for his life. I've seen it. That wasn't the same Aver. That was the Aver that Smack called them 3 days before. Was like, look, don't wild out on him. Make the battle debatable. So I uplift Briz Rothstein's career. Same thing with Charlie Clips. Even T-Top admitted this round. But we're going to get into that in a hot second. But I just feel as though Aver wasn't Aver.
This girl just crossed the shit out. God damn.
Oh, we watched ESPN. We watched ESPN at the same time.
My bad. This girl just crossed the shit out of this other girl. Sent her flying. My bad. But yeah.
No,
yeah.
but Aver wasn't Aver. You know what? I would not discredit Aver from being Aver because you know what I'm tell you why? Aver has had multiple classic battles in URL. I just think this was a favor because Smack wants to uplift and build Briz Rothstein's resume up.
Yeah, Briz is different
because
so he's marketable.
I mean, because if we had got the same Aver against Midwest Miles and Hitman Holler, it'd been a long night.
It would have been a classic battle. That's what it would have been.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, yeah, you're right.
Because he had some shit. Like, Briz wasn't fucking around.
Nah, I don't know about that one.
Yo, Briz versus Tink the Demon. Yo, Summer Madness 5. I'm about to set it up. They both need Jesus.
Hold, let me rock, man. Let me rock.
They both need the saga.
Let me rock. There was a certain point in the battle when Briz Rothstein was flipping some Averb shit based on his past battles. I thought that was pretty smart, but
yeah,
I mean, I'm just looking at Averb like
he called Averb a faggot in like 20 different ways, and the crowd actually fucked with it. Like they didn't like stop him because most of the time when you say, "Oh, you're gay" or "You're a faggot," you know what I mean? Like people like boo, like we've heard it before. But it was the way Briz did it. Like it was hilarious. Like Briz is a funny nigga. Like at the end of the day, he's funny, but he gets to the point, and he will. But Averb did come with a pretty good angle in the second round, saying like, in the second round saying that Briz all he does is is like figure out 30 different ways to kill somebody that rhyme. You know what I mean? Like, and then Verb said, "I'm gonna try your style since y'all fuck with it or whatever." And then Verb came in. And it was hot though. Like the shit you say, it was hot. Like he did do Brizz's style, but and Verb did it hot, but he didn't do it for that long. But he came in, I'll cut him, run him with the blade, touch him with the shade, kill him with the thing. Like Verb got that.
Alright, so let's go to the main event because you know what. No, it's people
it's
do
an
enjoy.
hour and 5 minute walk.
I know it's actually an hour and 14 minutes, but I mean we understand some of you all enjoy the long vlogs. We understand that, but you know we're actually on a time frame because we actually gotta make another move. T-Top and Charlie Clips. Let me just get this out of the way. It was explained in the battle that Smack Bear Charlie Clips not to kill T-Top. And it kind of brushed me the wrong way because I saw a very good T-Top tonight, but I saw like a B- Charlie Clips.
I saw a B- T-Top.
Nose pick underneath.
That was the second round. In my opinion, Charlie Clips won 2-1 first and third round. T-Top second round, T-Top wild on Charlie. Like, he went like stupid on Charlie in the second round. And other than that, I couldn't tell you one thing T-Top said in his first or third. Charlie has some stupid crazy shit though. Like Charlie, I don't know. But you could tell he wasn't like really Charlie. Like he was spitting some crazy shit, but his second round was so weak. Like Charlie's second round was weak. It was almost like he knew T-Top was gonna bring it in a second.
Let me say this.
Spit a good second.
Let me say this. In my opinion, I mean I got the picture with Charlie Clips. I mean I talked to him. You talked to him. Charlie Clips. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. You know what I'm about to say.
Didn't take him hard.
Dude, no.
Oh, yeah. Nah, after the battle, like, I went up to Charlie Clips or whatever, like, and I seen him taking pictures with people or whatever. The people that were taking pictures with him left or whatever. Then I walked up, I was like, hey, man, thanks for making it, thanks for 2-1 in top so you can keep the culture alive. He's like, oh, you already know, man. Like,
man, what you said, I'm gonna keep it funky, man. Charlie Clips said at the bar in his round, he was like, Smack called my phone and begged me
not to kill you. Like,
not to kill you. Do you know what that means? Like, as a fan, like you, like it's like the sport is getting rigged.
Yeah, it's
like you got the best battle rapper in the world. I mean, I don't give a fuck about Murray Mook and I don't give a fuck about Loaded Lux. He took a picture with Loaded Lux.
We care about them. We just don't think that if they. Me personally, I think Charlie would beat any of them. That's just
like when I hear that, everything just goes this way, and I'm looking forward to this way. So you're telling me that the URL has paid you and compensated you to throw a battle, but they want they want the views, they want him to get his name up, but they don't want you to rip him in half. Like, do you know what that makes me feel like? I'm like, this shit is rigged. I mean, that's like being on the goal line and you throw the ball and it causes an interception and you lose the Super Bowl and you could have run the ball.
Who had the scheme about that? Who said
that?
Who said that shit?
Oh yeah.
He said that was Verb, right?
I think it was.
That was Verb. He said your niggas, was it Verb? I don't know. Your niggas Seattle on the 1 yard line. Pat, no, it was Real Deal. Damn, it was Real Deal. He's like, my niggas would have said run that shit. Like, yeah, that was Real Deal. Real Deal had those.
Let's get back to Charlie Clips.
Yeah, that shit was fire. Real Deal.
I mean, in my opinion, T-Top clearly won the second round. No debating. T-Top second round was fucking fire. Like I mean, I watched him pick Charlie Clips.
That nigga was all up in his face from the start of the round.
But then it's the third round. Charlie Clips' third round. You know, Charlie Clips pretty much broke down. He was like, "You don't never attack your opponents. You know, you don't never attack your opponents. You always talk about your life." And Charlie Clips broke down his life. It was crazy. In my opinion, Charlie Clips won this battle 2-1. I mean,
I don't even think it's debatable. That's just me.
I mean,
I think it's a clear 2-1. I don't think it's debatable. Like, at all. I don't think anyone can say that T-Top won the first round. I don't think anyone can say T-Top won the third round. But he clearly won the second round.
You know what? Charlie Clips won the battle. He won the first and the third, and T-Top clearly won the second. T-Top's second round was fucking crazy. That
nigga had some shit, man.
That T-Top second round
is a scary T-Top. Like, T-Top is the type of nigga that's gonna go back, watch this battle, see what he did in the second round, and then do that shit forever. Like, and that's gonna be T-Top. Like, he wasn't just talking about drugs. Like, he was talking about, like, that nigga. Y'all gotta wait to see. Y'all gonna see what we talking about, man.
But you know what? Charlie Clips broke that down in this round. He was like, T-Top never attacks his opponents. He always talks about himself.
Yeah.
And he flipped that and destroyed him with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Charlie Clips also Tay-Rock. I'm saying that on camera. Clips. Clips. Me and you took a picture tonight. It's on Twitter. You my nigga. I love you to death. But you lost to Tay-Rock. You lost to Tay-Rock.
No.
Alright, it was the debate. It was debatable.
Tay-Rock fan.
It was debatable. I'm sorry, Clips. It was debatable. I'm sorry. If you watch this video, I'm sorry. It was debatable.
Stupid. Come on, man. That's definitely debatable.
I mean,
you a fan though. I get that. You a fan.
But
yeah, that's our recap. Anyway, we got today we're gonna be at an event in Philly, like I said. And on the card, just in case y'all didn't know, y'all want to get your tickets.
Just
want to let y'all know it's gonna be Enes versus Bill Collector, Tech Nine versus Shotgun Suge, who battled tonight. So Shotgun Suge battled tonight, the 28th, and he's battling the 29th.
Well, let me say this. If Suge,
Suge is the same Suge from last night, he's fucking Tech Nine up.
Oh, well, let me say this. If Suge is the same Shotgun Suge from last night, Shotgun Suge, honestly, his
he ain't gonna lose.
No, his stock increases.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, stock increases.
Yeah, because that means that he's gonna be that consistent.
Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because Tech Nine won the battle with Shotgun Suge before he battled DNA. The only reason Shotgun Suge and Tech Nine never went down because DNA destroyed Tech Nine's life.
Yeah.
I mean, simple as that. He destroyed his life. Like, he broke him down in the second round. He spit bars in the first round. In the third round, he just did what the fuck he wanted to do.
Yep. Alright, so we also got on the card J Dose or Dose versus Prez Mafia. We got ZM versus Heartless.
Charlie Clips spit that line. Prez Mafia, why you leaving URL? He said Monica Lewinsky, Bill Clinton.
Oh yeah, that line.
Oh, that shit. That shit was
Charlie
fire.
had some shit, man. Like, if Charlie brings that shit against any Lux, I don't care who, man. He murdering them niggas. Alright.
No. What he said was, Prez Mafia like URL. He was like, why is that? He was like, oh, thinking presidential. He said Prez Mafia is Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky. He said, we can just blame Top Man for Prez leaving. I was like, oh my God. He said blame Top for him leaving.
For the Prez leaving. My Uncle and Whiskey topping off. Yeah, that shit was wild.
That shit was fire. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, Clips.
Yeah. And then we also got on the card Roan versus Daylight.
Daylight's gonna win that.
That's gonna be a good match. There's like 5
But Rome
battles
was good
in-
though.
Yeah, I know. Rome be spazzing over there at King of the Dot, but I don't know how you gonna do it in Philly. That's weird. That's weird. It's gonna be interesting. Then we got Uno Lavos versus O-Red. I got a feeling O-Red is gonna be the funniest O-Red we've ever seen, cause he knows that Uno Lavos is a funny nigga, and I don't think he's gonna take Uno Lavos seriously. So I think
Uno Lavos wins in Philadelphia.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because they're gonna overhype his bars. They're gonna overhype his bars.
It is a Philly card. It ain't a smack card. Like
they're gonna overhype his bars, and then his jokes might be so corny. Or Red might spit some shit, and then he's like, "Oh, okay, it's basic."
yeah.
But it's really fire.
Uno Lavos gonna be digging that nigga. Gonna be digging that nigga in the grave.
Hey,
It's gonna be a good battle though.
Hey.
If O-Red comes like he did against Oops, it's gonna be some shit.
hey, if we get some money, we need a rematch. O-Red versus Rosenberg Raw. We must make
I ain't
it
paying
happen.
for that shit.
You ain't gotta pay for it.
I ain't putting no money toward that shit.
You ain't gotta pay for it.
Them niggas can battle for free. I will watch that shit.
If they battle for free, you wouldn't take it? If it's on your ballot. Yo, are we partners or what?
You hear what I said?
No.
I said I would take it. If they battle for free, I would
no,
take it.
No, I hear what you said. Now I'm asking, are we partners?
Duh.
Don't say duh.
What the fuck? Like?
Don't say duh, because you know what I'm saying? Why? You never gave me access to the website information. We don't have no Twitter profile, no Facebook profile.
Alright, we gonna get that for you the next 24 hours.
You see,
We also got Rosenberg Raw versus City Towers. And then we got JR Slander versus
Hey.
Celebrity Cell. JR
Hey.
Slander, Celebrity Cell, I have no clue whatsoever who these dudes are.
Hey,
But
you saying we, but you never include me in that we situation. You a solo act. You laughing, but you know what? I've seen your Instagram. You keep saying like how everybody want to follow me and everything. That was like so. Only thing I asked you was add me as a
dude, I just turned on my phone, man. Like, chill.
man. That was like 4 hours ago, man.
4 hours ago, we was at the battle 4 hours ago.
Yo, it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning.
No, it's 1:30, man.
Oh shit.
It was 3 o'clock. Like, no. Alright. Anyway, that's our recap. If y'all gonna be in Philly, we'll see y'all, man.
No, we're not done. Sit down.
You're not done. Go ahead and talk to him, man. What you gotta talk to him about? I gave my side of the story. Go ahead.
So T-Sub beat Charlie Clips?
No, Charlie Clips won the first and the third. I said that's clear. Like I don't think that that's even debatable. Like if anyone says that Top won the first, you're lying. If anyone says Top won the third, you're lying. If anyone says Charlie won the second, you're lying. Like it's that simple. Like I don't. That shit wasn't even debatable to me. That shit was a clear 2-1 Clips, and it was just good enough where Top is still gonna get a good matchup for Gnome 5. Now,
I mean, you're my partner.
I think Briz Rothstein versus Mr. Wavy at Gnome 5 would be a great matchup. It makes sense to me because of how they perform at this event. That would be wild. Like, but also that would be 2 PGs going against each other, and I don't know if you'd want that. Even though I would love seeing that matchup, I don't know, man.
Man, we're done.
I want to see them go against more vets.
We're done. We're done. T-Top won the second round clearly. Charlie Clips won the first and the third. We're done. We've already given our prediction. I don't want to stress this shit no more. I'm tired. I'm
Yep.
going to sleep.
He's got the vets winning 5-2. I've got the vets winning 4-3. The only one we up in the air about is
Man,
prepping
cut
John
that
John.
shit out, man. Calm down.